This isn't good. I can't tell at all when it's gonna attack.
What do you mean you can't tell? You gotta tell us, Mona!
I can't help it! There are some things that even I can't do!
So this is inside my heart. I didn't think it'd be like this.
Huh?
Do you remember? This is the suicide note. The men in black suits read it right after Mom died. That's correct. Look at the next one. This is... when Mom jumped in front of that car. That's right. Now the next. No. Don't run. I thought you made your mind up after you talked to the Phantom Thieves. Okay, I'll look. It's me complaining. Mom scolded me for bothering her. Yes. I knew it. It was me who killed Mom. I was a bad daughter. I weighed her down and she hated me for it. It's just like I remember. Are you sure? Huh? Remember everything. Don't avert your eyes. When did this happen? Just a little before Mom died. I whined about wanting to go on a family trip. But she scolded me and said no. Was that all she said? Mom said, "I'm too busy right now. I need to finish my cognitive research as soon as possible." And what did you do? I threw a tantrum. Told her she thought her research was more important than I was. That's when she scolded me. What did she say afterwards? There was more. Did she say... my research is almost over. Once it's finished, we can go wherever you like. I'm sorry I've left you alone for so long, Futaba. Please try to understand, though. This research is really important. I need to complete it. Even if it costs me my life. Did she hate you? She didn't? What? She smiled. Ugh! My head! It hurts! Which is true! Your memories. Huh? It's calling me?
The hell? We ain't doing shit to it!
Well, I mean, that reflected attack did quite a lot, but let's not tell them that.
Huh? Futaba? You came into your cognitive world? Mm-hmm. The person themselves coming into their own palace? If that happens... that's...
You killed her!
No!
Why don't you say something?
It's your fault!
It's my fault. It's my fault that Mom...
That's right. You killed me.
Wait, is that monster her mother?
Futaba's desires and guilt must have distorted her cognition of her.
And created a beast that hates psychics and seeing her daughter happy.
The wish that her mother was alive again is mixed in as well, along with those eerie jeers.
I'm not sure how many of those jeers are real and how much it's just Futaba's mind jumping to conclusions about what people thought about her.
You are nothing but a demon who stood in my way. I wish you had never been born. That way I could have announced my results without having to waste my time on you. I poured my heart and soul into that research. It would have been the discovery of the century.
What does she mean by that? Could she be talking about cognitive science?
You're going to die. There is no meaning to your life. No one needs you.
Nobody cares about me.
I should never have had Futaba. She was always such a bother. It seems you caused your mother a great deal of trouble, Futaba-chan. She must have had some kind of maternity neurosis.
Hey, we're gonna be in deep shit if this keeps up.
So, because she thinks she killed her mother, and because she thinks she deserves to die, Futaba gave birth to a palace where her mother wants her dead? Futaba-chan, look! There's no way that monster is your mother! It's just an illusion you created! But... She never abused you, did she? Boss told us! He said she did her best to raise you alone!
Isn't this a false memory that's been imprinted upon you?
A false memory?
Ugh!
You made your mother destroy all her research, Futaba-chan. She had worked so hard on this well. She lost her mind, and it's all because of you.
It's your fault! It's her shadow!
Futaba Sakura, remember! You're the reason she committed suicide. You were just getting in the way of her research. Why did you think it was suicide? Because of the note. Exactly. The men in black suits read her suicide note to you. And what was written on it? All of her complaints about me. Yes. The shock and the pain led you to avert your eyes. But they kept reading it aloud in front of your relatives. Think hard. Was that suicide note real? Would the mother you loved so much truly have written that? Did she ever say such horrible things to you? No! She scolded me whenever I had tantrums, but she cared for me. Then what about the suicide note? A total lie! You were used. They forged her suicide note and laid the blame of her death upon you. They trampled all over your young heart. Get mad. Don't forgive those rotten adults! It's because I couldn't face myself, or Mom's death. Even then, why did they have to yell at me like that? Futaba-chan?
What denies you is an illusion. A curse put upon you by the Heartless. You knew from the very beginning, and yet, you cowered in fear.
Oh, that's right. I knew, but I...
It's all your fault. This time you'll be the one to die.
Will you die as you were told? Who will you obey? Cursed words spat out by a seething illusion? Or the truth within your own soul?
It's your fault. It's all your
I won't let those distorted lies deceive me anymore. And I won't be led astray by others' voices either. I'm going to trust my own eyes and my own heart to distinguish the truth from the lies. There's no way you're my mom! You're just a fake created by those horrid adults! I'll never forgive them! What is that? Huh? No!
Contract. I am thou. Thou art I. The forbidden wisdom has been revealed. No mysteries. No illusions shall deceive you any longer.
Futaba! I'm okay! Look at that! Please, help me! That's gotta go!
And that has got to be one of the most epic trailer shots this game had. I believe that was used in the trailers, but without context.
Mom! No, that's not her! You're just a monster!
Talking back to your own mother. You spent too much time with me. No good luck, haven't you? I'll crush them.
Damn! It's going to swoop down on us again, isn't it? What can we do?
Don't worry, I'll take care of it! This is my heart's world, right? Hacking into my distortion should be no problem for me. I won't let you!
You goddamn rat.
Now it's our turn! Here goes! I'm summoning our ultimate weapon to the battlefield!
Well, hey, it is flying.
A ballista? Shoot it down with this, then beat the crap out of it!
Ah, I get it now.
Let's go!
We're gonna fire that giant arrow thing, right? Mind if I do it?
Well, let's see what everyone else says first.
I'll shoot it.
You want me to fire it, right?
I'm gonna go for Ryuji.
Mind if I do
I don't want to give up my healer.
That's right.
Plus, he called it a giant arrow thing. Okay then, we are now fighting Cognitive Wakaba Ishiki.
Opponent is strong. Don't do anything.
It's pretty much the same, although I do believe you get fully healed between phases. So this thing was referred to as the Sphinx in that earlier tooltip, and yeah, that's interesting because the Sphinx has traditionally never been a representative of the 7 deadly sins. In fact, the representative of the deadly sin of wrath is actually Satan, but I feel like probably too early in the game to be using Satan as a major enemy. But yeah, we have Cognitive Wakaba Ishiki as the Sphinx, and the Sphinx in Greek mythology is traditionally feminine. So, oh, we got all our ammo back too. So it makes sense why it's being used as female here. The thing about the Sphinx that I think is particularly accurate to the symbolism for this whole palace is that the Sphinx in Greek mythology would typically ask travelers a riddle and would kill them if they got it wrong. Because in this case, it's actually asking us riddles, and if we answer correctly...
Why won't you admit it?
Mom is gone. No matter how much I wish for her to be with me, it'll never come true. That's why I'll live in the real world. Even if she's not there with me anymore. And I'm gonna live my life as free and happy as I can.
For a child to survive on your cruel world, they need a concerned mother figure like me. Understand?
Listen, my mom is so precious to me, and I still love her a ton. But you're not her, and I'll never live a life where everything gets decided by someone else.
Happy children who defy their parents should be punished.
No, you're not. This. Change direction. Aim the tip at her.
So you'll block her next attack if you answer the questions correctly, and, well, they're pretty simple questions. This is new to Royal, but in my opinion it doesn't really change this fight all that much. Let's go ahead and go for just double shot. I was kind of hoping it was triple down, but no, I wouldn't have triple down this early in the game. Still a pretty solid amount of damage though, especially if maybe I should try using charge next time. You can just use Buffalo. But I feel like, metaphorically speaking, the purpose of the Sphinx in this palace is that if Futaba couldn't solve the riddle of her mother's death, it would have killed her. And that also leads me to Shadow Futaba. And this is something about, I said before that I'm not a huge fan of this dungeon, and to be honest, I'm not a huge fan of this boss fight either. It's really more of an interactive cutscene than it is a battle. I wish it was a little bit more challenging. I feel like the 5 times physical weakness is a bit too much. But I do love how Shadow Futaba works. In that ultimately she's not the antagonist of the dungeon, and that's very different to how things worked in Persona 4. Because when you think about it, Futaba outwardly is just depressed and has no will to live, and a shadow is the part of yourself that you either deny or repress. In the end, Shadow Futaba was Futaba's survival instinct.
Children that defy their mother should die.
Shut up! You're not my mom! You're just a monster born from my own weakness! Everyone, keep attacking it! Don't let up!
And free all out attack! I might even be able to finish this now. Because she's stuck here for a few turns. So let's see if I have time to get a charge in. Unfortunately, no Thermopylae, since this boss has no official weakness, even though it is ludicrously weak to physical and guns. I like to call that a soft weakness. And yeah, now that it's in range of physical attacks though, this is why I brought Ryuji and Yusuke.
Let's go.
So let's just smash it with everything we've got. Oh hey, speaking of Satan. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's still stuck down here for one more turn. Also, this is one of the rare points when Makoto having physical attacks is actually good for something. Okay, good, she's still stuck. Oh, of course, attack reverted now. I could debuff her as well, but I'm not sure I really need to. I feel like, yeah, double shot's probably the best, unless I have anything better. Double shot makes it sound like I'm attacking with coffee, but no. Yeah, I'll go for double shot here.
Go down.
Okay, pretty nice, about 1,000 damage total. Accuracy, evasion reverted. Okay, we've got Makoto going next. Okay, over 600. Attack reverted, unfortunately. Is this gonna do... This is probably gonna do... Okay, I did about 400 with the physical attack last time. I did about 300 with the gun before, so... To prior menu... Is this gonna end it? Not quite, no, and that was way less than 400. And, well, there she goes, back into the sky.
exactly what I've always thought. If Futaba wasn't around,
That's a lie. Mom told me herself. She said no matter what, she could keep working so hard because of me. The one who decided my existence was a burden on her is myself, no one else.
I do really love this though, admittedly, because yeah, it is something that a lot of people do struggle with, perceptions of like others and thinking, you know, thinking that others feel things about themselves that they probably don't. I feel like it is somewhat common in people on the autism spectrum as well, which is why it definitely might fit with Futaba here. And I know that in the real world it's obviously not as simple to deal with those issues as having to literally fight the embodiment of them, but it's always cathartic when games let you do that. Psychonauts, so speaking of Psychonauts actually, this fight is incredibly similar to something in Psychonauts, I'll just say, and if you've played that series, you'll probably know what I'm talking about.
no matter how much you struggle, you'll never escape me. You'll be tormented by your personal guilt forever. But that's impossible.
No! With them, even the impossible can be made possible.
Don't be children who defy their parents should be punished.
Okay, if this finishes it, it would be amazing. Because that would be very fitting. No, not quite, but I think one more hit will do it.
It doesn't matter what you say. Futaba is my property. Defying one's mother is absolutely disgraceful. Shut up! Shut up! If only I had never hurt you.
No matter what you say to me, I will live! Fire!
It's a step forward.
And even Futaba leveled up alongside us in that fight.
I'd like to try this skill set.
Tempest Slash, minuscule physical to 1 throw 3 to 5 times. That's not bad. Yeah, I probably don't need Vicious Strike anymore.
My persona learned a new skill.
Dekunda. This is one of those skills I find it's not a bad skill in theory, but in practice, Makoto has better things to use her skill slots on. I don't really find myself using this that much when I have the Ring of Gluttony, though. I mean, I suppose for now I can take this over Rakukaja, but I'll probably take Marakukaja over Dekunda later. The Necronomicon is a fictional document of eldritch lore that plays a major role in H.P. Lovecraft's Cthulhu mythos. First mentioned in the 1924 short story The Hound, in the stories, the book was written by Abdul al-Hazred, which is not even a legitimate Arabic name, a mad worshipper of Cthulhu and Yog-Sothoth, who explored many ancient ruins of the world, including in Memphis, Egypt, there's the connection to this dungeon, looking for and documenting the secrets of the Old Ones until his mysterious death in 738. And by mysterious, I mean seized by an invisible monster in broad daylight and devoured horribly before a large number of fright-frozen witnesses. In the year 950, it was translated into Greek and given the title Necronomicon, which loosely means Book of the Dead. The stories never revealed much about what was actually written in the Necronomicon, because by Lovecraft's own admission, if anyone were to try to write the Necronomicon, it would disappoint all those who have shuddered at cryptic references to it. Nonetheless, the Necronomicon proved to be so popular that many real-life libraries have received requests to check it out, both joking and otherwise. The Necronomicon might seem strange as a Phantom Thief persona, but it actually works on many levels. It represents the theft of knowledge rather than a literal thief, which fits with Futaba's role as a hacker. Those who discover its forbidden research tends to die, go insane, or both, which is similar to what happened to Futaba's mother, and it representing something alien and beyond mortal comprehension relates to how Futaba sees herself and her own mindset, perhaps. Fittingly, Futaba is pretty unique as a party member, and that's why I went over the mythology first. I'm going to be doing things a little differently here. Futaba will be our navigator from now on, Rip, Morgana, and Lookin' Cool Joker, and as a result, her persona is entirely support-oriented. Its stats don't do anything. Now, she does have a ridiculously high luck stat, which many people think affects the likelihood of her ability succeeding. By all accounts, it doesn't, it's just there for flavor. Futaba does have a persona trait in Royal, though it's a little different from most of the others. It's essentially an upgrade on the party's all-out attack. Once Futaba has joined the party, any all-out attack has a 25% chance of being a special Futaba finisher that automatically defeats all enemies and heals all allies. The abilities that Futaba learns by level up, I'd say are boring but practical. They just restore the HP and SP of backup members after battle. This means that if you have someone who's running low on SP, you can just put them in the reserves for a few fights and charge them up a bit. These get a lot stronger at higher levels as sub-recover HP and SP EX, but this is not all Futaba can do. She learns many other navigator skills, but that's all through her Confidant, and so I'm going to jump the gun and talk about Futaba's Confidant abilities now, because no discussion of her as a party member would be complete without them. This Confidant will automatically start around the end of August, and because of that, Futaba will always have access to moral support, which gives her a random chance to cast buffs or healing on the party. At rank 2, she gets Memento Scan. Now, this is even better than just fully mapping out a floor. Since it also includes the exit, you're able to completely skip the floor once it activates. At rank 4, you have a chance of instantly starting a battle with a hold-up, and this can happen even if you're surrounded. At rank 6, moral support gets incredibly broken. She now has access to her super move, Ultra Charge, which gives charge and concentrate to the entire party. She can also sometimes restore SP. Ultra Charge, as you'd imagine, is completely busted. The only downside is you really don't want this to trigger while your party is brainwashed. I've had that happen to me before. At rank 7, after every battle, Futaba has a chance of restoring all treasure search objects in the metaverse. Useful for getting a bit more money, I guess. At rank 9, if 2 or more party members are KO'd in a single enemy action, Futaba has a chance to swap them out for backup members instantly. While you want to avoid situations where this will activate, it is very helpful when it does. At rank 10, Futaba actually gets 2 benefits. Firstly is the thing that every other party member gets at rank 10, which we'll cover when we get to it, but the second is Final Guard, which will nullify an attack on the entire party if it would have KO'd 1 or more party members. The game says this is a chance, but I think it's actually guaranteed once per battle. A fun fact is this ability was named Last Guardian in early trailers and was probably changed for trademark reasons. More than any other party member, you really want to do Futaba's Confidant. Her level up abilities are not great, but her Confidant skills make her one of the most broken members of the party.
Futaba!
Damn, you're freaking incredible!
Whoa, what in the world? Ooh, it's totally skin tight.
Wait, that's the first thing you're going to?
Another thing showed up?
Mom? Huh?
Futaba, thank you for choosing to remember the real me.
I'm sorry for being so selfish. Mom!
Don't come over here. This isn't where you're supposed to be, is it?
But I finally got to see you again.
Are you being selfish again?
I love you, Mom.
I love you too, Futaba. Now, you should get going.
Oh, right. Medjed. Where are you going?
Home. I know how to use the nav now.
Oh, right.
Then she just casually walks off.
She left.
That girl marches to the beat of her own drum, doesn't she?
Like you're one to talk.
But if we have her on our side... Wait, what about her treasure?
Oh yeah, we almost forgot.
It's empty?
What's going on? Wasn't it supposed to be here?
Futaba herself was the treasure. And she's gone, so of course it's empty. Shoot. This is bad.
What's the matter?
Not only did the real person come into her own palace, she awakened to a persona while she was here.
And you did say earlier that people with personas can't have palaces, so this place is gonna super not exist in a few seconds.
This place could collapse any second now.
We've accomplished our mission if her palace is crumbling. We should hurry back to reality.
In this case, accepting one's shadow and awakening to a persona is the more healthy outcome than having a forced change of heart, so it worked out.
That would be wise. It's catching up to us!
Running here's a bitch!
Hana, turn into a car already! I know!
Well, good thing we have a driver like that on our side.
Hey, you guys still alive?
I'd also just like to mention something. One of the trailers for this game was that anime cutscene with no context. So, just a bit of trivia from the time before this game was released. That gave people a lot of questions.
I thought I was gonna die and... hey! Will you let go already? Sorry!
Not again.
What was that sound? Hmm? What are you guys doing out here?
We fell out of your daughter's mind. Actually, wait, no, we were all just having ice cream. Yeah, ice cream.
Oh,
Reminds me, where's Futaba?
What about Futaba?
I guess we could just say we tried to get her to open up to us.
Yes. We came all this way, so how about we enjoy some coffee?
Oh, for once, Makoto was the one lying.
oh, that's a great idea!
That's fine, but...
I'm not thirsty, though.
Oh, I almost forgot. I have some business to take care of, so you guys go on ahead.
Okay. Gotcha.
Let's go see Futaba. Futaba? Can you hear me? Please say something! Please! Could this be our fault? Is it because we defeated her monstrous mother?
No. That was nothing more than a cognitive being created in her mind.
We established much earlier that harming cognitions has no effect on anything.
Destroying it wouldn't cause memory loss or put a physical burden on her.
What should we do?
Hey, don't you know a doctor?
I really love this moment because, yeah, the Confidant characters are actually getting involved in the main story.
You do. Can you contact them?
A house call is gonna cost you, you know.
I mean, hey, we do have that half-off discount. Does that apply for this?
How much will it be?
That was a joke.
So, how is her condition?
Her pulse, breathing, temperature, and blood pressure are all normal. No ocular abnormalities either. I'm not sure why, but it seems this girl is in some kind of light stupor. Furthermore, she lacks muscle for her age. I doubt she has much stamina either.
Well, I mean, she probably doesn't eat well and doesn't go out much.
I see. The rebound from her awakening was too strong.
There may have been too many abnormal circumstances.
We simply cannot keep quiet about this. We should let Boss know.
Oh, how's that conversation gonna go? Hey, hey, Soldier, I'm sorry, but we broke your daughter.
Wouldn't he figure out our identities?
Still, we should tell him, shouldn't we?
I mean, I suppose it's important he knows, but... I mean, we could say that we tried to talk to her and then she fainted, maybe?
I think that would be best. Letting him know is really the only option we have.
I guess it can't be helped now. Just keep the circumstances that led up to this a secret, okay?
Hey, Futaba? Hey! Oh dear.
About Futaba.
Well, why do you guys look so down?
Futaba-chan's condition.
What, this? It happens every so often.
Huh?
She must have used up all her energy. It's like she ran out of batteries. I think it happens because she doesn't get enough exercise.
What?
She stays like this for a few days whenever this happens.
A few days, huh? About that? So this is another reason why I find Futaba's deadline incredibly awkward. Because she stays asleep for the entire deadline. So she's gonna be like this for 25 days.
I'll make sure she gets plenty of rest. Here, keep an eye on her. I'm gonna go close the store.
It's hard to describe how I feel right now.
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty frustrated.
I'm glad she's okay. But what are we gonna do about Medjed?
She's up!
Medjed. Tired. Gonna sleep for a bit.
She fell asleep again?
Futaba-chan! For a bit? How much is she planning on sleeping? We probably shouldn't wake her up either.
What to do?
It's too late for us to find another hacker.
All we can do is wait for her to wake up.
I can't wait either. And I agree with this guy too. I wonder if one of the developers wrote that intentionally. it's okay. There's still stuff that we can do this whole time. We've got a lot of confidants we can work on, a lot of non-confidant events, a lot of confidant events. So we will be able to keep pretty busy. Also, there's mementos. Depending on how things go, I might actually schedule in a memento session at some point. Our countermeasure is currently in a coma right now. Of course, we all know that we're going to end up relying on Futaba in the end. Because we'd completed the dungeon successfully, everything went fine. But now we just have to wait for her to wake up. Oh, we have a crossword, but I'll take care of the crossword next time, because for now, I suppose I can quickly show this. If we go into stats, you might notice that Futaba's actually not here yet, because she's asleep. But, yeah. Guess she hasn't officially joined the party yet. But we'll be calling up Kawakami and getting a massage after all of that, because we definitely need it. If only she could give a massage to Futaba and have her wake up instantly, and then have the deadline skip to now. But with all of that, I'll see you all next time for summer vacation. A long summer vacation, but as I said, we've got things to do. So, see you all then.